or just a rebel on your own on a bed to bed to bed to.
Hey, what is going on, lads and ladies? Welcome to another video. About a week ago I made a steel essence farming guide, and a couple of people were just asking about my Octavia build and just what I had on my glaive. So on my Octavia I replaced my mallet with Ensnare. This is so I have more control over both the acolytes and other enemies around me, and I can also quickly pick up any resources that happen to drop just there and then, which just helps prevent the despawn of any steel essence. I also found that Resonator does a bit more of a better job than Mallet when it comes to crowd control, because after a while enemies just stop coming within the radius, and that charm buff just works nicely. So metronome obviously for the invis, and the buffs, but you don't actually have to have strength on this build if you don't want to use the buffs that she has. I just wanted it just so I can have increased melee damage and a slight speed buff. You can instead just replace Transient Fortitude and Intensify with something like Sure-Footed, or even Primed Sure-Footed, or even something for range, increased duration, whatever. That's completely optional and down to you. When it comes to the Glaive, just use your basic everyday heavy attack build with whatever elements you enjoy using. In this case I'm using Corrosive, just so I can get a slight bit of armor strip, and it just does more damage to acolytes. Viral you can also use for the forced bleed procs that the Glaive has, but that's about it. When it comes to a Riven, try and get something similar to mine, preferably not with a crit chance for slide attack, as that's just a really horrible positive. But to be fair, Glaive doesn't need a Riven at all. When it comes to the Rivenless build, you can either use Organ Shatter or even Amalgam Organ Shatter for the wind-up speed, but I prefer Organ Shatter just for that slight boost in crit damage. So it's completely down to you and what you enjoy to use. So here's some gameplay in a still pass level, just a few minutes in. As you can see, I'm also using her 4, which increases the range of all her abilities, but in this case I'm using it to increase the range of her Resonator, which just really helps in that's better crowd control, obviously. One thing I will say about this build, it's probably not the most fun, but when it comes to surviving, or just survivability in general, it's really effective in what it does, and just really does the job. If you also want to see any other videos of just unique builds, let me know. Other than that, have a good day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.